I'm here with Hajrah Khan today, who is a presenter on the Islam channel. She has the most fantastic story to talk about and how she's overcome even personal medical problems to actually become the success story she is today. And doesn't she look fabulous, everyone? I just love this fashion design. Hajrah, can you tell me how did you first get into television? And also, what's inspired you as a Muslim lady to actually have a career and something that you really enjoy?
I got into broadcasting through quite a long journey, actually. We'd have to go back about almost 20 years ago, and I was designing clothes for local stores in the East End of London, and predominantly sort of forward-thinking Islamic fashion for women. So, things that they could wear to work, or things that sort of had a Western edge to them, but were modest and covering them. I took a break from that to have my family, and it wasn't until 16 years later, when I divorced, that I finally plucked up the courage to think, well, I've got to do something and turn my life around. And I started freelancing, writing for a fashion magazine for predominantly Muslim women, but not specifically aimed at Muslim women. And I wrote a couple of pieces, one on an artist and one on an author. And that got me noticed, and just trawling the internet, paying attention to vacancies that came up, and I saw an opening at the Islam channel and went for the audition. And it's actually for a show that I don't present on, and I was called back later that evening to be a guest on the show that I actually do present on, and they obviously liked me, and the rest is history, really. And that's how I ended up presenting on Living the Life.
What do you think are the qualities that are necessary in order to sort of have a career? Is it self-belief? Is that one of the big qualities that you have to have?
I think so, definitely. Definitely need self-belief. I've always been a creative person, and I think when you sort of get caught up in the everyday workings of normal life, children, family, you sort of forget what your own abilities are and your gifts, what you can give to everybody. And it's only when you stop and take a little bit of time, stand back, and you realise, well, I used to do things and I was good at them, and there's nothing to stop me from doing them in the future. And like I said, especially with divorcing, it sort of puts everything in perspective, that you have to get up. There's no one else to fix your life for you apart from yourself. So yes, self-belief is a must, definitely.
I have a vast amount of respect for Muslim people in general. I think the image that is really shown a lot of the time doesn't really reflect Islam and Muslim people in Britain today. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I think media has quite a skewed image of especially Muslim youth. All we seem to find on the news channels is this young person committed this crime, there was a scare here, or somebody was being ushered off to the Far East to get married against their will, or someone was being beaten by their husband, and the list goes on. That's all you hear. We don't hear about the positive stories of the young girls who come out of university, or they're at university, they've got their own YouTube channels, they're demonstrating how to put on makeup, they're advising on fashion. We have people who've been in the art industry for years and years and years, and people go unnoticed unless you're in those circles. We've got theatre, we've got music. These are the things that need to be promoted. We have people who work in the communities, local council, we've got people in the police force, we have teachers. The list is endless. And these are all the stories that need to be focused on, need to show our young people that if you have an interest, take the thread and run with it.